I'm beyond excited to finally be able to share this alt build I've been working on. I have created a Yavin 4 play scale base, interior included, speeder bikes included. It's great. It's way cheaper than the Yavin 4 play scale that was available on shelves, and I'm excited to talk about it. So to make this set, you only need 4 sets. You actually just need 2 copies of 2 different sets. So really cheap. I think each one's available on eBay right now for 20 bucks a piece. So for 80 bucks, you can build this set. And the 2 sets you need are 75386, the Paz Vizsla Moff Gideon Battle Pack, 2 of these guys, and then you need 2 of these guys, the 4 plus Tenoo Jedi Temple set, 75358. From the moment I saw these come out, I knew that this build would make an incredible Yavin 4 Jedi Temple sort of vibe. I love the printed piece that comes on it. There's no stickers in 4 plus sets, so all these pieces are printed. It's got awesome Old Republic tunics and characters included in this set. It's only available for 20 bucks, so really awesome. I grabbed 2 of them immediately. And then I've had a couple versions of the Paz Vizsla Moff Gideon set just hanging around, so I figured I would take my 2 copies of this and 2 copies I had of that and see what I could create. And the colors I think match up really well. The greenery looks great. The printed pieces showing the Jedi logo on the outside look awesome. I was able to upgrade the little speeder bikes that came in this set for a little more of a bark speeder design. I'm extremely happy with it. There's really not a ton of leftover pieces, and it's really sturdy. It's like one cohesive unit. You can pick it up and move it around with one hand. Tons of playable space on it. So really excited to show it. Let me swing the camera down over here to my build section, and I'll give you guys a little tour. All right, so here we are. This is the Yavin 4 I came up with. I modeled it pretty heavily off of the original Playscale set that came out. That goes for a couple $100 now, and that's a little out of a lot of people's price range. But I think the greenery, the angles I was able to accomplish with this look really good, including those 2 printed pieces on the outside. I think this would make a great either Old Republic Yavin 4 outpost for some Jedi training, or even a New Republic Yavin 4 sort of update if you wanted to have Luke's Jedi Order retraining here, stuff like that. I think this is great. Tried to incorporate as much of that design as I could, but really sturdy. This is like a hanger bay for stuff. You can pick this up with one hand. I tried to make it as playable as possible. I made 2 of these speeders that comes with these little speeders. I was able to upgrade them a little bit, give them these cool handles to use, and just add extra thrusters, stuff like that to the back here. So I think they look a lot better and a little more adult than the 4 plus speeders. But there is 2 of them. So if you don't have any other ships to put in the bay here, you can dock your 2 speeders in here at the very least when people are going out on missions. So again, this is the front. I'm really happy with how these angles turned out, and the gaps are pretty minimal. Bit of a complicated process, but overall really happy. A lot of stuff's tiled off up top and tiled off everywhere. It looks pretty clean, if I do say so myself. I think exterior alone, it's a great display piece. Put some ships out in front of it. I think that in and of itself I was very happy with, but the way I was able to clean up the back half, I'm also very happy with. I think it adds a lot of playability. Boom. So again, one-handed pickup. This is the back half. So I was able to tile off everything, give it a nice clean border. The original Yavin set treated this upstairs area as a celebration room where they give the medals. So I was able to add a little bit of like gray steps up there. You could still sort of use that as a tiered display piece for some characters. The next level I left pretty intentionally blank. Tons of room to do whatever you want with. I just added a couple of these control panels, little control panels on either side, like doorways. All these stickers that are on there are the stickers that were on the set. So if you already have the set built and the stickers applied, this will still work perfectly. I took that into consideration. So all the stickers should still work. And then I was able to repurpose some of these blue lightsaber pieces in there as lights. Kind of hard to get the camera in there. Just some blue tile pieces in there. I think they kind of look like big Luke's milk cartons, actually. But just covered up some gaps and adding a little color and texture to it. But tons of display room in here to set up tons of scenes, add little chairs and tables and control panels, whatever you want to build. There is some extra parts, so you can build whatever you want to add in here. I just wanted to keep it clean because I knew I was going to show it. And then there's just some good support pieces under there, which are relatively hidden. But again, underneath, there's still this big empty cavern you could dock a ship inside. But it's really sturdy. I took into account there's no bad corners. All that you can push down on with figures and get them mounted on there and add stuff in. And then you display it how you want. Display it like that, facing off a shelf. Characters can be looking out through these windows, right? The windows are floor height so that you can have characters staged in the windows or up top in that celebration room, and you'll be able to see them. So my Yavin build, there's not that many extras. Out of the 4 sets, this is what's left. So not a ton, but plenty of room to add a little tweaks here and there if you like them. Very happy with how this turned out. So sort of my baby for the last little bit. So I think it turned out great. That is my alt build of the Yavin 4. It doesn't include any extra pieces that you need to get. If you can get your hands on those 4 sets, the 2 copies of each, you can build that exactly. If you've never used Rebrickable, it's a bit of a labor of love to program sets in there and get all the pieces in and build them out and make sure the instructions are perfect. So I am working on that, but that's going to take a little bit of time. I don't charge for anything. I do this Lego stuff for the love of the game. So when it's done, the directions will be free on Rebrickable, and I'll update this with a link somewhere here, or just put a comment on saying the instructions are now live if you feel so inclined to try and build this yourself. I think it looks great. Love to see people build it and make little tweaks themselves and see what they can improve on my design. I'm by no means any sort of professional alt builder or mock builder, so I'm sure there's smarter people out there who can maybe improve this a little bit, but I am very happy with how this turned out. I think it looks great. The colors, I think, pop on it well. Use of those printed pieces and the big bulky stuff, and just a way for adults to get some use out of those 4+ sets that seem to be all over the place because no one really bought them, and I think they have a great purpose here. So thanks for watching it. Again, check back in a week or 2, and I will hopefully have the Rebrickable links done, and so you guys can try and build this alt build as well.